Galvan Ballinouche. Van de tegenslag Alliance. Agus Burton Ballinouche, sorry, Commissioner, Burton Innishannon or Goose. Ibrahim on Kellogg Barrack. Go Hannah Carroll. Hannah McAleese. John Walsh. Peter Barrow. Niall Glenn. Conor O'Driscoll. Shane Casey. John Gannan. Sam Jennings. James Ryan. Callum Horgan. Sean O'Brien. Charlie Healy. Tomas McCarthy. Ian McWayne. Hugh Linehan. Noah Manning. Ben Fahon. Jacob Holmes. Billy Flynn. Ian Murphy. John Dean. Tom O'Mahony. Luke Daly. Fahad Barrett. Kieran Curley and Jack Cantman. Last Skull Ball last week, or Skull and Ashford Galvan Ballinouche. Ibrahim Luke Barrett. Anton Callan. Dylan Cooley. Sam Cannon. Peter Sullivan, Daniel O'Regan, Sonny Dwan, Sean Evans, Jack Allen, Aidan Morgan, Mukhtar O'Mahony, Thomas Collins, Noah Keller, Clyde Hickey, Clyde Kelly, James Duggan, Oisin Lucas, Ian Perling, Rowan Sullivan, Josh Murray, Ben Douglas, Darrell Slater, Michael Watt, Rowan Lennon, and Liam Puig. Con Jay Shaw, Behan Norman tail, 20 minutes and a half, and the Puig of the album tail, 15 inside. The main album. January 4, I go to Shaw, Fulham
match anyway, with Newcestown getting the, what an exciting start to this match anyway, with Newcestown getting the first goal. And we have him again coming forward, but it's only as far as the waiting defender here for the Newcestown. My apologies. Trying to settle down now to start the match. Anyway, it is great to be here today. It's wonderful to see two excellent teams. And the interesting thing here is we have another point scored here now. That's a fantastic score. So we have Newcestown with 2 points at this stage. And Scollone in Innishannon still trying to settle, but that's okay. It's early days yet. There's plenty of time on the clock because for this match, it's 20 minutes a half. And these are two proud schools with great hurling tradition, great clubs behind them as well. So we'll expect a feast of hurling here today. And here we have again Newcestown coming forward again, but great defending by Innishannon there. And what it was almost like a steal. He robbed it and striking over one shoulder with her clay out as their foreign. Now we have just almost 2 minutes of play in this first half, so we haven't long gone at all in the opening half. And our retour today, Colin Walsh, he wrecked a very exciting first final as well. So he's having a great day of hurling because both teams here today are excellent players. Now there could be a chance here for Scollone. Unfortunately for Iveracui Diog, Tomas McCarthy just couldn't get no clear to it. No, and Newcestown managed to clear it, and I think that's Andrew O'Callaghan with the ball, and the Raytor blew the whistle as Andrew was striking. Unfortunately, didn't get in the advantage. Now it is interesting to think that you have 15 aside, but they're still not playing the full pitch here today, and it means that there'll be greater action, greater intensity in the match. And many thanks to the grounds people who look after Portland Ring for having the pitch in such fantastic condition today. It hasn't been great weather of late, but the pitch looks like a carpet for hurling. And very well done by Ivera Adoyog. Cormac Collins, good job there by Cormac trying. And then with Newcestown coming forward again. And there was overcarrying of the ball, so we have a free here now for Innishannon. Scollone Innishannon. And we have fierce excitement here. You can hear the supporters of both schools shouting and chanting with that one. A lovely free taken there by the defender for Scollone Innishannon, and great clearance there by the Newcestown defender. Unfortunately went over the sideline, so it'll be a sideline ball in for Scollone. Scollone will be very anxious now, try and get a score, get an opening score just to settle the nerves as well here today. It's a big occasion. It's the equivalent to a county final at senior level or even an All-Ireland final. This is a very big final, and it's a proud day for both mothers and fathers and grandparents and teachers alike. And Scollone are trying really hard to get the ball in. They're really trying to keep the ball down that in the field. A great block there. I think that was Iveracui. Faith Barrett blocked that one. Even though what an Iveracui was doing in the forward line, I'm not sure, so I might be wrong there. So there's a bit of a shamuzzle here in the defence there for Newcestown. I'm sure they've a bit of anxiety kicking in. Our Raytor has decided to blow the whistle and just a throw ball in. So it is very interesting here now that we have Newcestown after getting 2 early scores, but once Scollone defence settled down, there was no more scores coming for Innishannon and for Newcestown. Great fielding there for Newcestown. Hard to see the numbers with the hoops, so my apologies in advance, but I'll acknowledge the heroics at the same time. Now, ball has gone over the end line, so it's a puck out for the Coolborough, and very, very easy to recognise Luke Barry. He's wearing a different colour jersey, and Luke sent a high lobbing ball into his forward line, and the forwards have it coming, and very closely here, Ivera Doyog, number 12, and coming out with the ball is Ivera Mado, Kieran Gwinan, and sent it forward to his teammate, and is that Iveracui? But it's great to see that Scollone, no, it was Ivera Shane case. Great to see that Scollone are driving forward all the same and creating opportunities, creating chances. Because unless you have chances, the scores won't come. And then after getting out of trouble there was John Walsh. John using a bit of soccer there. And Scollone, as I said, now really settled down after would have unnerved any team, but they've settled to the task and they're playing very well. What great fielding. Is that in for a go, Andrew O'Callaghan? The ball is between 1 and 1 below. 1-on-1. Coming out is Owen Kelleher-Barry. Owen Kelleher-Barry has the ball. He's trying to make space. He's hand passed it to Conor McAleese. Conor was blocked down by them. It's dangerous times here for Scollone coming from Newcestown. Great block down again for Iverdoy. That was Conor Collins trying to strike the ball. Scollone doing very well, but I think that was a very short clearance. Scollone really have to clear it with interest, as we say. And it's got into space there. And we have a Scollone forward with it. Iver Cuidio. We have Tomas McCarthy. Tomas is going. What a great hook there by, I think it was the number 15 as well, for Newcestown, Ty Kelly. Is Ty playing in the back line, or did he come all the way back? Well, if he's in the forward line, he came very far back to defend, so he's obviously helping the back line. But maybe he's playing in the back line, I'm not sure. Anyway, regardless, it must be an exciting day for Newcestown to be in a final, and Macdara O'Mahony is the captain. He must be so proud of his team. With 2 points now to no score, and we have almost 7 minutes to play now, and we're still waiting on Scollone to get a score, and it's important to get a score because a score rallies a team as well. So if Iver Shea there, Niall Gunan, Niall is, and Iver May, I think is Kieran Gunan, or Kieran and Shane, brothers or twins. It's lovely to see siblings playing. It doesn't happen very often, but if they are twins or brothers, their parents must be so proud, as well as their grandparents. A lovely solo run there, great defending there, excellent defending. So the play was held up there by Hugh Linehan. Well done to Hugh. And our Ray Torr is going to go for another throw in there. Both teams are playing with intensity, with heart, with vigour and fire. So it means that sometimes the ball just can't move, it's stalemate, and collecting the ball there for Scollone was either a hook Shane Casey. Shane got a free for himself. Now I would imagine a team as good as Innishannon to get into the final, they will have an excellent free taker. So the free taker is testing himself, he's steadying himself up, he's taking it, and it's going to be a score. Excellent score there now. So we have the first score for Innishannon, scored by James Ryan. Well done, James. A great start now for your school, and will settle the nerves for the school. So after 8 minutes of play, we have Gá Coolín, the Newcestown, or the same Coolín 1, and the Scollone Innishannon. Mahu Connor Carroll there for blocking and driving the ball forward. Again, trying to keep the pressure on the Newcestown defence. Now, the Newcestown defence are doing very well. Like after 8 minutes, 8.5 minutes of play, Scollone still have only 1 point, and that came from a free. So Scollone haven't scored from play yet, which shows how well the back line is playing for Newcestown. Now, trying to pick up the ball. Sometimes with the ground hurling be better to keep the ball moving forward, because the time it takes to pick up the ball, or if you're picking up in a huddle, getting into your hand. But this is the young man who got into his hand. If I'm right, was it Macdara who got collected that? But again, with the hoops, I find it hard to read the numbers. So again, now this is the first time in a while that Newcestown managed to get the ball up in the far line, so we know what they're capable of. They've 2 points already, and trying to move out is Kieran Gunan. And Newcestown, though they won the ball back, they're so great. Sola could cross in, but the cross was blocked down by the defence for Scollone. And Scollone have gotten a free there as well, which is great for them, and gives them a bit of breathing space and relieving clearance as well. Now I'd say he's going to keep it up the same wing. Yeah, he's playing an easy wing, playing one of his own teammates, but what skill by the Newcestown player. He collected it, dropped it down into his hand, of course with the block down as well. We've every skill in the hurling repertoire on display here today. And it's a credit to both schools. Like these schools now, they have to come up with 15 players to make the team, the best 15. And not only that, but they have to make sure they have at least another 10 subs as well. And it's great credit, because that's a lot of players, a lot of talent to be found in the school. And these lads really appreciate the honour that's been given to them. Now, ball only went as far as Iver Hindy out there with James Ryan. James off the point. Oh, he's coming to his teammate. Oh, he tried to do the ground hurling, he did the right thing, but unfortunately didn't. Yeah, they're sticking with the ground hurling. It's Scollone. They're trying to get the fast ball in. And that's the score. And if I'm looking at the jersey, please, Costeen from Australia. Costeen for the second, Betty Clegg, Leaving sure. Would Everett 3 be playing in the forward line? I'm not sure. I'm going to follow him anyway and see if I can get his number. But regardless anyway, so we have a goal and a point for Scullone. Their first time leading. Yes, it was Everett 3 job. Well done, Noah Keller. No, sorry. Everett 3 job. Well done, Sean O'Brien. And another point here from Everett Doyog is Callum Horgan. So it seems that Scullone have gotten into their rhythm. And with 11 minutes just over halfway through the first half, the first quarter played, we did Innishannon with a goal and 2 points to Newcestown to 2 points. So coming again is Iver Hintiok, James Ryan, and James Sinted Ariyesh officer for Ian. And so our Rator, Colin Walsh, is repping his second match here today, and the excellent line boys and the ball boys behind the goals collecting the balls are from Cullum School as well, Scullone in Ballincollig. So thank you, Mila Buetis to Cullum for officiating here today, and he's through his pre-bid as well for releasing of his duties to allow us support competitions here. And we have a lot of other people who support Skeensco. We have so many retired teachers who come in to offer their time and their support to the competition, and we're very, very grateful to them for giving up their free time. Now, and back to the action. So Iver Doyog doing very well there was Cormac Collins. He blocked the ball down from the short hook out, and it looks like Newcestown are on the offensive here and doing very well. Here's Okito. He managed to get a lovely strike in. Oh, what beautiful skill. That deserves a score. Oh dear, it was a block down. But there was beautiful skill there between the two players for Newcestown. And Scullone, there is a free, I don't know if it's a free out or free, no, it's a free out, yeah, for a chop down there. And there was a lovely 1-2 there by the two Newcestown players. The free take from Scullone, of course, giving a relieving clearance now, a bit of breathing space for the players. And it's up now in the Newcestown defence, and they're feeling the pressure now. But this is such an entertaining match. It really is, like, because the teams, both sets of teams, they're hunting in packs. We have positions on the pitch, but such is the hunger and enthusiasm for the ball that players just can't wait to get their hands on the ball to try and drive the ball forward for their team. Oh, almost caught there by the Newcestown player. Very well done there by Rashad Conor O'Driscoll cleared the ball, but only as far as the waiting defenders for Newcestown. Newcestown, they're very good at defending. They really hold up the place so well, and it gives Scullone so little room or space to move forward. And there was a free there for the defender for Newcestown. He really put his body on the line there now for the team. So getting ready now to take this free, to be a relieving clearance, be ball driven with interest. Yes, it's number 15 for Newcestown playing in the back line. So it's Ty Kelly. Ty Kelly sent as far as Sean Evans. Sean Evans sending up to the ball. This forward again. He needs a bit of room. Oh, he was doing the right thing. He was trying to lay it off into space, and is coming to his teammate. I think it's Ibrahim Diop coming with the ball. Ooh, that was like a bullet from a gun. I think it was that's Mochtara. I think that was Mochtara trying to send the ball forward. Now there's a player for Scullone injured. Now when you come to this competition here today, it's called Dual Hurling a Doe. So Dual Hurling a Doe means that these two schools can produce not only a hurling team but a camogie team as well. So it's great credit to them, to have such a support and such an interest in GAA. And both schools are no strangers to Skeensco, and at club level as well, there'd be a lot of work done at the grassroots. But it's great credit to the principals and the teachers who prepare students for Skeensco finals. The competition starts March, April, and it continues for a couple of months. And these are the best two teams in Dual Hurling a Doe. And 20 minutes is a long time to play for this kind of dead heat here today, but these teams have 5 minutes to go to half time. So it is an interesting match. It started off, looked like Newcestown were very comfortable. They got their points easily, they got their points early. So if I was to read the game in the first 5 minutes, I'd have expected Newcestown to drive on with more scores. But Scullone, they settled, their back line got the measure of the Newcestown forward line. They defended so well, and they've managed now to increase their tally to a goal and 2 points. That goal was a goal that was really cleverly orchestrated. They kept the ball low on the ground. They didn't try to pick it in case they'd lose possession. And the low ball was the one that just went over the line and got that valuable goal. So they have a nice cushion, and all they need is to keep that cushion now. Now Newcestown, I suppose their mentors would like to see them score. They scored in the first 5 minutes, at least 10 minutes since we saw Newcestown scoring. So I know they would like to see more scores for them, just to eat into that lead of the goal. And there are 4 minutes to play, and as always when you have an injury like this to a child, the most important thing is the welfare of the children. So they have to ensure that he's well enough and capable of playing. Now he is limping, but he deserves a bull of us for getting up and continuing, but I'm sure there are plenty of subs to replace him, but you can't get a Shkina Skull and get to a Shkina Skull final every year at will. It really is a once in a lifetime experience. So he's managing to get to his feet, he's hobbling away, he's trying to run off the injury, and Neil Wakes to Colin Walsh with giving the additional time now so that he could recover. So now we have at this stage now the ball, the free was taken, and we're back to the action again and to the excitement. And Scullow, and again, they really are on their bikes, as we say, like buoyed up by that score. And Newcestown are defending very well. I must say I'm very impressed with the midfield for Newcestown. They really are giving great support to the back line as well, the half backs. And it's making it very hard for Scullow to get through past midfield. But here we have the Newcestown forward line now, and they really are under pressure. After collecting the ball, he's trying to make something with it, but participate now. The ball is in space for Newcestown. Oh, he's trying to turn on to the right side. His favourite right side, obviously. I'd have thought he'd have struck it off his left, but that point was very valuable. So this is exactly what Newcestown needed, was that extra point in order to eat into that lead. So it's 3 scores for Newcestown and 3 scores for Scullown, but Scullown is still ahead by the 2 points. So back to the action again, and Orator has blown the whistle free for Scullown. Now Scullown must be very happy now with the situation they're in, with only 2 minutes to half time, and of course we must add on injury time, so it could be 4 minutes to go. Maybe Scullown would like to get an extra point here now, setting up his free taker. Well, I think that's is it either James or Callum? No, it's gone. He was in trying to put a lot of power behind his shot to get the distance, is just tailed to the right and wide. Luke Barry now getting ready to puck out the ball. Now, Luke's in the ball. Oh, that was inch perfect by Luke, and great drive on there by the forward, and collecting the ball, he's turning up. Now he's gone across the field, excellent play, and here we have this. If this is a score for Newcestown, it was a beautifully walked score. 4 strokes of the ball and Newcestown had a point. That's textbook hurling now, and congratulations Mochtara and his teammate who spotted him so well and did the crossfield ball was excellent vision, because I was thinking that his teammate could actually have struck it himself. He was so close to goal. Well done to Newcestown. We have it on video, we'll show it to the country far and wide. That's how you get a textbook score in a hurling match. Now, unfortunately, Newcestown are very frustrated. They gave away a very soft free. But our Rector Colin Walsh has been very fair and very balanced, and of course at all times he wants to ensure that each team plays to a standard that shows the respect that we expect in GAA, in all Gaelic games, including Camogian and ladies football as well. So, set himself up again. The last one went to the right, but there's a little less distance here. He's keeping it on target. Great block down there by the Newcestown fullback. Great job. Now Newcestown still under pressure, but they're coming out with it. Great play there by Newcestown, just getting away from danger, getting away from the goal mouth. Fantastic play by Newcestown here. But first with their receiver Quita, Tomas McCarthy. Tomas lost it, but he still has it. Favouring the ground stroke, trying to get it out. Coming for the Newcestown. Great clearance. They're playing with vigour and fire. Now, great job there, holding off the player there. Is Shadia. Oh, we've number 16 for Scullown. Have we sub on? If we've a sub on, I'm so sorry if we've a sub on here today. Well done by Luke. It's Keane McElwain. Now, he might have started, or maybe he came on as a sub. If he's come on as a sub, Shadia, I'd have expected 1 to 15. Congratulations, Keane. The team sheet I have I'm going on. So anyway, back to the action. Shane Casey's trying his best to drive forward, and very well blocked down there, cleanly in it, and in the solo run. And we have Newcestown holding on to the play there. They're getting it out again. They did very well. I think there was a push in the back there, but I think it wasn't on the player who had the ball. So our Rator is electing to let the ball play and continue. Unfortunately, there was a chop there by the Scullone forward. I saw that, and it's a free out for Newcestown. Give them a bit of breathing space. We've a minute of injury time played. I said just another minute left, and so we've the free here being taken now by the Scullone. Newcestown player. Now we just have another injury with the Newcestown defender. No doubt that happened when he was defending his he was defending the goal mouth valiantly. And I have to say I am so impressed by both sets of defenders here today. I'm not sure who the defenders are for Scullone, and same for Newcestown, because I see some numbers there that to me don't match playing in the back line. And but whoever is playing in the full back and the half back line for both teams, really well done, because the two forward lines are such classy forward lines. On any other day they would have such a scoreline tallied up at this stage, but it's not happening because of the excellent defending that's going on for both teams. Not to mention the great Coolbora, Owen Kelleher-Barry, who's being quiet, but he still had to keep his focus, as well as Luke Barry. So great credit due to both. Now short going to, is it Macdara? Is Macdara putting it up and over? That was a very clever thing to do. Alright, so Macdara got his point. I recognise Macdara as the captain now. So we have a scoreline now of 5 points for Newcestown and a goal and 2 points for Innishannon. So at half time, in a very entertaining and a very closely contested dual hurling a draw final between Innishannon and Newcestown. The scoreline is Innishannon a goal and 2 points, and Newcestown 5 points. So 3 scores for Innishannon and 5 scores for Newcestown. It is really all to play for in the second half. So we're back to the second half now of this highly entertaining match between Scullone of Innishannon and Newcestown. Newcestown playing from left to right this time, and Scullone then playing from right to left. Now interesting, I have received a team sheet here with the way the players are starting, and it looks like the Scullone, Newcestown got their first goal. What a great score for Newcestown. Newcestown now to add on to their 5 points. So we have Macdara scoring yet again. So Macdara got the scores for Newcestown. He got the last 3 points for Newcestown. And here we have, as we say, the tails are up and they're on their bikes, and Scullone are rattled by that, but there's no harm. It'll be okay. Conor Carroll and Conor McAleese and John Walsh will settle now. They will steady things down in the back line. And of course Owen Kelleher-Barry has played a great match so far, so that it's only a score at the end of the day at the start of the second half. So we're only into our first minute. But it is interesting though that Newcestown started the second half similarly to the way they started the first half, and we see that maybe Scullone just need time to get going, and once their concentration is in, they rally. Now unfortunately frustration there for the forward for Scullone, feeling that he overcarried, but he'd nowhere to go. He was boxed in there at that stage, but we can't do anything about it. So we'll be back to the back line again of Conor Carroll and Conor McAleese and John Walsh, getting a bit of support from Fiachra Barrett, Niall Gunnan and Conor and O'Driscoll. So Scullone defence now settling down again, and here we have Renee, Jack Allen overcarried the ball as well. So we have Renee, the midfielder, Kieran Gunnan. I think Kieran's going to, no, he's left it to Niall. As Niall, his brother, I think it must be 2 brothers anyway. And Niall is moving the ball forward there just like the road. I don't know if the Rator saw that or not, but regardless anyway, and he's steady up for his free. Beautifully taken free there by Niall, right into space there. And the interesting thing here is that Newcestown now will have to defend and defend well because they want to hold on to their lead of 3 points. They have a goal each scored, but those 3 points will be hard to eat into because after all, the last half Owen scored just 3 times. That's 3 points. So it'll be interesting now to see when Owen will start scoring because they did take the time to settle the last half. But Newcestown are really trying hard to try and get going. They really want to add to their tally. They're hunting in packs. Owen is defending so well. Great play there, just trying to make space for himself to keep the ball going. And the ball is coming to the forward line here. So can any of those forwards, could Cian McElwain, James Ryan and Callum Horgan do anything in the forward line there? Because we know that the full forwards inside are waiting for it. With Sean O'Brien, Hugh Linehan, Tomas McCarthy waiting for it inside. But unfortunately nothing happened. So the ball is driving forward again for Owen sending it out. There's an injury there for Newcestown, so our ref has stopped the clock. Now it is a highly competitive match, and of course there are a lot of bodies on the pitch. We've 30 players on the pitch at any one time as well, and everyone playing with their hearts on their sleeves and just firing the belly. So it is a highly competitive match, but that of course is due to the outstanding support that's been given to them by their teachers. For Newcestown, we've 4 mentors. We've Luke Mead, we've Leonard Sis, we've Barry Horgan, and we have Miss Colleen Toomey. Well done, Colleen. And then for Owen Innishannon, we have the county ref Shane Scanlon, and of course Chris O'Donovan, who has been supporting GA in Owen for many years, and he's a great loyal. He's very loyal to Sheen School. So both schools are in a very privileged position to be here in the final today. But there's a lot of work that goes on in the background by the mentors to prepare these teams. It starts very early on in the year, and they support not only hurling but they support Gaelic football as well. Now Newcestown clearing the ball with ease, sending the ball up here. And we have now Owen clearing, trying to move forward. They have to try and make the lovely hand pass there to Iverne, the midfielder, Kieran Gillan. Kieran sent the ball up there to his forwards, but unfortunately the inside forwards of Sean O'Brien, Hugh Linehan and Tomas McCarthy weren't able to do anything with it then, but it's coming back in again to them. Coming back in. And the ball is being cleared by Newcestown there. He managed to get around them. And here we have Iverne here, Callum Horgan sending the ball in, but only as far as the waiting defender. And a relieving clearance, an excellent clearance into space. But first there was Owen Kelleher Barry. Owen is scooping it out. Owen has it. Well done, Owen. Owen managed to get a clearance in under fierce pressure. Now, here we have the ball. Oh, great defending there by Conor Carroll. The way Conor Carroll read that when he knew that Owen Kelleher Barry was out. And he sent it out over the in line for it should be a 65, but with the shortened pitch, I'd measure it maybe at 45, equivalent to a 45. But there was great support given there in the back line of Owen. The full back line of Conor Carroll, Conor McAleese and John Walsh. They really supported Owen Kelleher Barry there. Great reading of the game, great support, great backup. And there's a lovely free again for their shot was their 40. Owen Kelleher Barry's in a hurry to get the ball out. He really wants to ensure that his team has adequate time to eat into that lead. Again now we have over 6 minutes of play, and there's a 5 minutes of play actually, we got the injury time. And Owen have yet to get their first score in the second half, which is interesting, and that is important in order to ensure that they just keep tabs with Newcestown. Now the bit of 1-2 there, the hand pass, the short hand pass, and opening up the play for Owen. Great block down there by the defence, and the Newcestown defence just coming up with the ball there. He has it in his hand, he sidestepped 2 players and got the clearance in. Great play there by Iverne. Number 9 is usually the midfielder, but it's Jack Allen in it for Newcestown. Now, coming back is Kieran Gillan as well for the number 9 for Owen, and trying to collect the ball is our sub Hugh Linehan. Hugh there has played a great game, and Hugh's coming out very deep as a full forward, and looks blown. There was just a strike across the hurley as someone was trying to pick the ball up. So I'd say thank you very much is what the Newcestown players are saying. Now we have just 8 minutes of play played, and Newcestown are ahead by that single goal. And it looks like they're playing a very defensive style of hurling as well at this stage. They have their midfielders playing midfield, pushing back as much as possible. And Scullone, I think, look like they are taking a chance at this stage. They have some of their half-backs trying to drive forward into midfield, which is a good idea. After losing the hurley there, but still doing a bit of soccer, was Iverine Kieran Ganan there. Kieran with the bandage covering the knee, but still it's not affecting his athleticism here today. So James Ryan has a free. It's roughly midfield. Of course, the pitch is shortened. If James does get under it, and there is very little wind, but if he has it on target, could either drop into the square or just go over the bar. So he's going for it. And what an outstanding strike there by James Ryan. Well done, James. That's a very important score there for your team. Eating into that lead by Newcestown. So the goal and 3 points, only 2 points between them now. The perseverance by Scullone paid off. They are finding it hard to get the scores, but at the same time they are eating into that lead, and well done Niall Ganan there for clearing out the ball. But the Newcestown half forwards were being very defensive there, ensuring they couldn't get out. And here we have his brother, I think, Kieran, and Kieran got a free. Our referee elected to play the advantage, but Kieran unfortunately couldn't get away, so he's called back the free here now. And I imagine it's his brother Niall who's going to take it. And Niall's taking it, and Niall now I don't think will have the distance, but he should drop it right into the square. I'm looking at the Scullone forward line. I don't see many forwards in the forward coming right in deep into the square for Newcestown. So he's dropped it just to the half forward line, and Newcestown are coming out. Oh, what an effortless clearance there by the half back for Newcestown. Very well done. And here we have Newcestown in 2 strokes of the ball. The ball is up and over for a point for Newcestown. So the advantage there to Newcestown is back again. 3 points between them, a puck of a ball or 3 scores. So it seems that Newcestown come by their scores very easily, but Scullone have to work very hard. But that's the measure of character in Scullone as well. And here we have Ibrahim there, James Ryan trying to go forward, but just met a sea of Newcestown defenders. And here we have Niall Ganan seeing the ball up into space along the wing. Good idea by Niall. It's coming as far as Iverine Barrett, I think. And the ball is coming. It's gone into space for Scullone. And the player from Scullone, can he do anything with it? The player from Scullone, he can't. Because first out was Luke Barry. Luke Barry held him up so he couldn't do anything. Look at the amount of Newcestown players. Newcestown are playing very defensively. I think at this stage now, Newcestown are electing to hold on to their lead to protect that lead. When I look at it, Newcestown have only 3 players in the Scullone back half of the field. They're electing to bring their half forwards right back into the half back line just to protect that lead. Such is the mark of respect they have for the forward line for Scullone. Now, there's a free there, and it's free for Scullone. And will it be Niall Ganan who will come down to take it? No, there's an inside forward. I'd say it could be James Ryan taking this one. James is just checking his distance, checking the angles. He wants to get this point. He knows that points can win matches. Excellent job, no, James got the point. Interesting how the Newcestown child was trying to dictate to the umpires what the score was, but our ref was in agreement. Our ref Colin Walsh was in agreement with the umpires, and thanks to the umpires, their transitions to your students from a local secondary school. And it's great to see females supporting our GA finals here today, because it is equal representation at the end of the day. And here we have no ball, and great stroke in there by Peter Barrett, and trying to get the score and trying to do the best he can, but excellent defending there by Newcestown. And our Rator Colin Walsh saw a stroke across the body there, but the Newcestown Newcestown, the players he's trying to get out. And we've the Scullone player injured. No doubt that was the young man who was being surrounded by 3 Newcestown players. Now it is interesting that Newcestown definitely are playing a much more defensive style of play since they got that goal. Obviously they're happy to just protect that lead, but we have Scullone still driving forward at all times, and it's great credit to the 2 midfielders, Shane Casey and Kieran Gillan, like for the work they've put in trying to get Scullone and Innishannon driving forward, giving them opportunities for scores. Now we have the free again. We have on the clock, it says just under 7 minutes of play left. And with 7 minutes left, we have a goal and 4 points for Scullone and Innishannon, and a goal and 6 points for Newcestown. Our Tour said it was a free inch for James Ryan there, and for Scullone he's taking it, and it was because of a strike across. It's very important. A lot of children like to pick the ball, but if someone's going down to commit to pick the ball, you can't pull across them. James is definitely needing this point, and he's gotten it. The pressure that's on this young man here today to ensure the scores are coming. Scullone scores in the second half have come courtesy of James, and for the frees here, the points. And of course we have that very precious goal as well for Scullone. So it's really all to play for now. It's only a point between them. A goal and 5 points for Newcestown, and a goal for Scullone and Innishannon, and a goal and 6 points for Newcestown. Newcestown staying ahead the whole time. Again, what lovely, there's a push in the back there. What lovely skill from the Newcestown defender. I mean, it's magic when you see students just able to control the ball on the hurley. It's what you'd see the Camogie Stars and the senior hurling players doing. And it takes so much dedication to get to that level of skill. So many hours pucking the ball against the wall at home and practicing with friends. So coming forward is James Ryan. James is going to get the ball in. Now James needs someone inside to win it, to get the score. But again, Newcestown are very good at playing defensive. Tis like to see that the tide comes back. They all pull back to support the defence, and then they drive forward again. It takes a lot of energy, a lot of stamina to do that. A nice gentle ball sent in there by Conor Carroll, hoping to get one of the inside half forwards, but unfortunately it was met there. I think number 12 in the back line for Newcestown, Paul McCollum. So Newcestown now have to have the possession of the ball at this stage. If they got another score, they'd put 2 points between them, and there'd be a desperation then for Scullone. They'd feel they have to get a goal in order to win. So a point for Newcestown would be very valuable for them indeed, because that single point is a dangerous lead. Now collecting the ball and making sure he's going to clear it, but unfortunately was dispossessed was Conor McAleese. Conor's going again, and he's trying to win it back because he knows he's lost it. And if her shot, Sonny Duane sends the ball forward to his teammate who's going to get a score, and no, it went to the left and wide. Now all those shots take so much effort, energy, takes so much to get the ball up the field. You wouldn't like to be sending any chances wide. And luckily Owen Kelleher-Barry managed to get the ball to his teammate there now. And here we have James Ryan send the ball forward to another teammate. Now that we've another ball coming through. Now the forward line, he must get it up into the hurley, trying to round everyone, Iver Treediog, and here we have, and he tripped. Iver Treediog was Sean O'Brien, and Sean got it free. He was tripped, he was upended. But then if you look at it, could you really blame the Newcestown defenders? Conor had his eyes, he had his mind, he had his heart set on a goal. He wasn't content with a point. So it wasn't gamesmanship, it wasn't anything except desperation on the part of the Newcestown players to ensure that he didn't get that goal. And here we have James. Our Tour conceives, as I said, Newcestown playing a very defensive style of hurling, very much like the football in the north. But James supported it, sensible option. He's levelled the match now. And with just over 3 minutes to go, don't forget we've injury time as well for 2 injuries. We have 3 minutes of playing time. We have a goal and 6 points apiece. There is nothing between. Would I be able to choose the team that I think has rallied most in the last 10 minutes? I think it's Scullone. They seem to have their targeting, their their scores on target, but of course that's thanks to James Ryan with free taking. They also managing to hold the ball up in the Newcestown defence. So Newcestown's strategy of coming back and playing defensive, I don't know if that's going to work for them anymore. They have the skill, they have the talent to get the score. So I think now Newcestown might go for broke and try and get the score. Very important block down there. Conor McAleese, did he block it cleanly? No, he didn't, but he did hold up the play. And here's the point for Newcestown. That's how you answer on a team level, which is you get the point from Innishannon. Really something Kennever, I thought Eric Yancey, like I said, it's hard to see with the hoops. I don't know, just to say either a dead, my apologies, but that point for the forward, by the forward from Newcestown could be the winning point of this match. That point could be that valuable. But we know what Scullown have been capable of. They have come behind for most of this match. And they have been behind so many times, they know what it's like to drive on again. And here we have, is that for Shane Niall trying to push forward and a chop down on him. Now I think Niall will obviously take this. What are Scullown doing? I notice the Scullown forwards are going right in close towards the square. They can't go into the square, but they are getting closer. I suppose they're expecting Niall to drop it down on top of them. No, it's James Ryan taking the free. Is James going to go for his own score? No, he's locked in and he's floating it. Who's going to get it first? Newcestown clear it. James have it again. James has it. James is trying to set himself. He's sitting low along the ground. I think James could have elected taking his point, but then of course maybe he was afraid of being hooked. Oh, coming. Oh, great pick up there by the Newcestown forward. That's invaluable. That's sending the ball up to their forward line. Oh yes, he won on his own. He's 1-on-1. There's 1-on-1. And it's going. And this is the winner of the match. Oh my goodness. That was the winning of the match. But then, would I want that responsibility 1-on-1? The goalie came out, the goalie distracted him. Maybe he was trying to have it too perfect. Maybe he was trying to ensure that he got it right in the corner so the goalie had no chance. They're coming again. So very well done, Owen Kelleher-Barry. He wasn't going to give any forward a chance to get closer. And here we have Newcestown again. Newcestown, remember, Newcestown are still ahead and they're still driving forward. They want the second point. The second point puts so much pressure on Scullown. Scullown will have to get the goal. The goal against the run of play. The goal when the frees are coming from James Ryan. But look at this. Look at Niall Gannan is coming forward. Niall Gannan. So push forward, Scullown. Come on, Scullown. They're all cheering for you. They all want you to drive forward. Scullown must drive forward, put pressure on that excellent Newcestown defence. That Newcestown defence that's only left one goal in. One goal in, may I add. That is such excellent defending. Great credit to Luke Barry and his back line. He's half back line, he's full back line. It's great defending, and that defending could be the reason that Newcestown are going to be in the finals, are going to win this final. But not without a fight, says Eva Renee Kieran Gannan. But Kieran unfortunately lost the ball, but it's okay, it's coming to Niall. Niall is sending the ball forward deep, and Newcestown are trying to win it, but can't get, trying under pressure, he's clearing. But he clears it with interest. And the ball has gone over, but it's getting a hurley through to Conor McAleese. Conor did very well. Conor's holding up the play there. And it's a free for Newcestown. Conor did everything he could. He just couldn't control the forward, the full forward. And that point now will make it very hard then for Scullown to come back. We're into injury time. There was significant injury time though in this match. We had at least 2 players injured in the second half, and Colin Walsh was making sure that they're all looked after so they can return. And it's credit to Newcestown, like they are ahead in this final. Will they be Skeena Skull winners here today? They already were West Cork football finalists also, you know, and so they're like June stars, this team. Oh, interesting crossfield pass here. Wonder who's coming to. Is it coming to Mockdara? No, it's coming to either Hooks and Sean Evans. And the way to has blown the whistle. And it's a heartbreaking defeat for Scullown and Innishannon. Scullown who rallied time and time again. Scullown who played with heart, commitment and vigour. They're heartbroken today. But I have to say, they were warriors, and to me they're champions, and I know they're They kept their cool when they were put under pressure time and time again. Newcestown kept their cool. They kept their composure, and when Scolloway and Innishannon level with them, they managed to get ahead every time. And that precious point at the end, that precious point was the winning of the match. Gorgeous to both teams. Special congratulations to Newcestown on winning the Jewel Hurling Ado 2024 final, and my commiserations, but congratulations also to Scolloway and Innishannon. Big law ella with Scolloway, big law ella. Dear.
We both teams, please. Great game. Now to present the medals and trophy is John Allen. John Allen is going to present the trophy to these. And many of you know John Allen. He won all our medals with Cork, trained Cork, and he's now going to present the medals here. So put him in his salon and so on. Faye Murphy.
Guys, look this way.
Mary Broad.
Right, one.
Sophie O'Connell.
Couple of bits here.
Ava Coleman. Isabella Sullivan. Katie O'Rourke. Gia Conley. Ashton Wallace. Lucy O'Leary. Aoife Harrington. Alison Fitton.
Hold on.
Kate O'Riordan. Perfect.